Hi, welcome back. Okay, so the next part we're going to work on is some of the side detail over here, where we're going to clamp on the, it's almost like a wing that goes over the arm mount. Now I've got a reference picture that I was looking at for this. There we are. Now, there's a couple of pieces. One kind of bolts on here. I'll just, and here, and here, and here. So it's going to take a little bit of effort to put them in. So first things first, let's see, is this a nice flat area? Yes it is, good. So it's going to be a lot easier for us if this is a flat area. And it hasn't had edge checks optimization by the looks of things on it. Or if it has, it hasn't worked very well. So I'll grab that out. And then cap this. Yep, no loss of detail whatsoever. Right, now I'm going to do this one. I don't actually need to do this one, so I don't think I'll bother. Okay, now down here. Nope, this looks okay too actually, so I'm not going to bother doing anything there. Okay, so first place to start is going to be up here. And I want to cut straight down off this edge. So, cut straight down to here initially. And then I'm going to go into my viewport and zoom. And I'm going to move this vert until this is nice and flat. There we go. Now over here, make sure this is flat too, and it is. And I'm going to do a target weld just to get rid of excess pieces that I'm not going to want. Okay, drop into perspective and zoom. That looks fine. Right, now what I want to do is basically bring out some shapes off this. So, I'm going to work out the best way of doing this bit. I think what I'm going to do, which is very sneaky indeed, is delete this edge here and this edge here. Reason being, I'm going to have a greater degree of control over what I'm doing if I do. Okay, now what I'm going to do is do a couple of target welds. One there, and on the underside, one there. Let's have a look at that edge there. Right. Now I'm going to get rid of these excess verts. And the same again on the other side. I'm hoping that this section is going to be considerably shorter than the last one I recorded. It seems that every time I go to record a 20-minute long sequence on detailing, it lasts about 3 hours. So, well, an hour. Being a little bit of a fib there. Okay, next. Grab here and here. Yep, there's another vert just there. Look, I missed it. Here and here. Right, now I can do a connect. And just connect it straight down the middle, so a slide of 0. And then I can chamfer it nice and wide, like that. Say about there. Now here to here. Do a connect. Now, these are pretty funky looking and completely off center. So, let's straighten these ones up first. Right, now do a connect. They're still pretty funky and off-center, but I can straighten them up. There we are. And I think I'm going to move these a little bit. So, best way to get a bigger space there is just to bring this in. There we go. Okay. Now, just looking at this shape here. What I'm going to do is I want ideally to kind of bring these up just a tiny bit, so actually no, I'm not going to bother with that. It's a minor detail on the movie prop that is not especially visible, and I can do it using geometry rather than doing it this way. Okay, so I'm going to make sure all these are flat on. Then I'm going to do a connect right the way through the middle like so. Now I'm going to delete here, here and here, and select here, here and here, and do a hinge from edge. And I'll do an 11 segment, 180 degree semi, like that. Now that's not coming out enough, so it's okay, we can sort that, just extrude them all out. That there should do it. Now we can delete these bottom parts. Let's do it again. Again, 180 degrees and 11 segments. Click OK, and then hit delete. And then just straight through here and do a weld. And that's a lot of weld. Okay. Interesting, I didn't realise I had this edge here, which would explain why I had that kind of strange wonkiness going on. Doesn't matter, I'm not going to bother deleting it now. I'll just reconnect it in on that piece anyway. And at the bottom there. Right, now I'm going to start kind of putting these pieces together a bit. So, here to here, I'm going to bridge it. And then I'm going to cut here to here. And I can delete this. And this. And create a new bridge. Now then, over here you'll notice that we've got this double piece, so what I'm going to do is just split this one just there, and then I can go here to here and do a bridge, and here to here. Okay, back into the underside again. And, man, that's an interesting shape, isn't it? Okay, let's do some target welding. Just bring this along to there. Easy enough to fix what's going on here, really. Let's do a cut. Right, back to this. I'm really happy because in preparation for doing this tutorial I've gone and bought MooTools Polygon Cruncher, which I'm looking forward to using in this tutorial. And as it's a kind of, as there's a free version you can download, I mean, I wouldn't use a tutorial plug in a tutorial if there wasn't a free variation. Even if it's a 30-day one, I mean, it's still perfectly reasonable to use. And I really like Polygon Cruncher a lot, so let's just see if we can optimize that. Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, I thought as much. There's a bizarre bit of geometry going on there. Extra polygon. Get rid of that. Right, now let's do it again. Bridge. Yeah, so Polygon Cruncher, which I picked up today. Little tip for you though, if you are going to pick it up, especially if you're from the UK, when you choose to purchase it, there's a little option, and I'm hoping the guys at MooTools kind of, well, you know, let's just put it this way, click select to pay in dollars at the moment rather than select to pay in euros. MooTools guy, you really want to look at currency conversion on your website. Okay, that's working nicely. I'm quite pleased with that shape. So that's where our arm's going to come out there. Now over here, this is going to go into there, so it looks like I've got a blooming great big hole in my model. Let's find out if I have or not. No, but I have got this weird overlapping piece, which I don't like at all. So let's fix it in the most direct way possible. Just straightening out these pieces over here and getting them basically looking right again. I'm not sure what's happened here, but it's kind of important to our model that we do repairs as they appear. Okay. Bring this one down to here. Like so. And bring this one down. Just double vert here. Sometimes mesh smooth can make mistakes that you won't see till later. Just don't spend too long cleaning them up. It shouldn't take you too much time. Okay, now in here I've got a really awful, ruined looking polygon. There we are. So I'm going to do a create. Try not to hit the wrong button while I'm doing it. Okay. And that creates this space down here that I can build it in. I'm going to use a target weld over here. Okay. Hate having a messy piece to work with. Bridge, which is funny because I'm such a messy git in real life. Bridge. Bridge. Anyway, before we get to the MooTools section, because I was kind of talking about that and then I distracted myself, you might want to go and have a look at their website over at www.mootools.com, because their product really is fascinating. Don't get the 30-day download until you're actually ready to use it, because it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And it's quite clever the way it does it, because it just takes your model and loads it up into a completely separate kind of application. Then you do your optimization and then it reloads it into Max again. And it's a really, really fantastic piece of kit. Anyway, I digress. Make sure this is flat. Pull this out. And just make sure that it's going to embed over there, because that's what we need it to do. Okay. Just want to make sure it's got the right number of sides, and it has, and it's the right length, which it is. I'm bring it out a little bit more. Just want to make sure that it goes back into that piece, which it is. Otherwise it's going to look a bit strange, the constraint on our actual shoulder joint. A lot more complicated, the Ed 209, than you may be giving it credit for. Okay, that's fine. Next, convert to editable polygon. And I'm going to do a cut from here down to here. Just move that in. And I'm going to do a rotate on it, turn off angle snap. Just going to get this lined up, because it's important. There we go. Okay, now we can attach this to the rest of our mesh over here. And what I'm going to do is just start selecting these. Press F3 to make sure I've got them all. I have. Now I'm going to select this half circle here. Now bridge there, and at the bottom. Okay, and over here I want to do a target weld. And there. There. And here to here. Just make sure that this is still going to work, and it is. Okay, now I'm going to delete this off for the moment. I'm going to cap over here. Okay, now over here on this piece, I can now delete this one, simply because this is capped. And I'm going to take this part and extrude it manually once. Let's have a look at this shape. It's an interesting one. Extrude. Just rotate it back. Into there. Make sure that these parts all fit together, because that's kind of important. Okay, and I'll have to delete this back-facing polygon. Okay, bridge there. And I'm going to bridge over here as well. Oh yeah, of course, that one isn't going to bridge. It'll have to bridge across here. That's better. Sudden burst of realization. Bridge here. And then we can cap the rest. Okay, pull back. Okay, that's fine. And that side piece is hanging off okay. So this is just coming up to 20 minutes, so I think in the next piece what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick bolts on this in the various places they have to go, and then after that I can get on with the shoulder mounts. So until, oh, and the weird carburetor things at the back. So until then, thanks for watching, and see you in the next bit.